2 minutes, finish.
Typical of Muslim questions.
2 minutes,
Go ahead,
finish.
try to answer.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I will do the...
You have 1 minute. You have 1
do the
minute.
honest thing. I will bring you back to a Christian again. A Christian scholar. Again, highest authority in textual criticism of New Testament. Bruce Metzger. Well known. He cannot say he's unbelievable. Do you believe Bruce Metzger was an unbeliever? He was a disbeliever?
No, he's a fine Christian man.
Thank you very much. This fine Christian, listen to the contents of the book. Listen to the contents. That's the answer for his question or rebuttal. Listen to this. Chapter 7. The causes of error in the transmission of the text of the New Testament. That's the heading. Now listen. Number 1. Unintentional changes.
Yep.
Errors, chapter number 1. This is chapter number 1, unintentional changes. And the clause number 1 is errors arising from faulty eyesight. Okay. Number 2, errors arising from faulty hearing. So there are some scribes are deaf as well. Okay. Number 3, errors of the mind. Some of them were mad. They were writing the Bible and they were mad. Okay. 1 second. Bruce Metzger. Not me. Listen. Number 4, errors of judgment. So they were dumb as well.
Have you read what he said in each one of those? Have you read what he said?
Read it.
He's reading the titles without even understanding what he's reading. Read what he said. You can't be quiet. He's never read that book.
Okay. Now number 2, chapter number 2, intentional changes. Now listen to this one. Intentional. Bruce Metzger.
Scribal error.
No. Intentional. Look at the headings. These are the headings. Changes involving spelling and grammar. Page number 261. Harmonistic corruption. To harmonize passages. You know when a passage is contradicting with other passages of the Bible? The scribes were harmonizing them. Harmonistic corruption. Page number 262 of this book. Addition of natural complements and similar adjuncts. 263. Clearing of historical and geographical difficulties. No. Jay, don't be clever.
Yeah, of course.
We're going to listen to this all day long. So we explain it. You want me to explain what he's saying? He's not even read the book. Have you read the book? Have you read the book?
Read the book. Read it.
What is the conclusion of Metzger?
Please read it.
What does Metzger conclude? I want you to tell me, what does he conclude? How much of the New Testament do we know is complete? What is his conclusion?
You want to read?
You can look and see what he's saying.
You don't read it?
Yes.
Of the corruption of punctuation marks, like Thomas missing, changes in spellings of proper names, changes in numerization. He's not read the book, has he? He has no idea what he's quoting. He's reading you the titles without looking at the content. And what was the conclusion that Metzger comes up with? He says 99.9% of the Bible we now know today. 99.9% we now know is correct because we have much more than the manuscript evidence. We've got the translation. We've got the early church Bible quotation.
As much as you can.
So he's not reading the whole book to you.
It's not going to make any difference.
Okay, next question.
No, next question. I didn't finish.
We want a Christian now. We want a Christian to ask a question. Are you going to continue on all day?
I'm going to read the conclusion. Do the Christians want me to read conclusion?
Yes.
The Christians are not talking.
They're really scared.
We want to read.
You should. Okay, let's go out.
By way of conclusion, let it be emphasized again that there is no single manuscript and no one group of manuscripts that the textual critic may follow mechanically. All known witnesses of the New Testament are, to a greater or lesser extent, mixed texts, and even several of the earliest manuscripts are not free from egregious errors. Thank you very much.
Read the rest. Come on, continue on.
Although in very many cases, the textual... Jay,
let me read the rest, please. You notice he doesn't want to read the whole
Read it!
Folks, I will tell you what what the rest says. You read the rest of the text. Read the whole conclusion. Read the whole conclusion. No, read the whole conclusion from the beginning.
That's the conclusion. In conclusion, it says, by the way of... Can you read English?
You want me to read it?
I'm reading it.
Read the rest of
By
the
the way of okay. Although in very many cases the textual critic is able to ascertain without residual doubt which reading must have stood in the original, there are not a few other cases where only a tentative decision can be reached. Only a tentative decision can be reached. It's doubtful, okay?
No one's doubtful. No one's doubtful. You're doubtful.
Okay. Try, more as much as you can.
This is hard for the Muslim to concede.
Based on an equivocal balancing of probabilities. Probabilities. You know what that means?
Yeah.
Probabilities. What does it mean?
Read what it says.
Uncertainty.
Read what it says.
Conjecture. Okay. Occasionally, none of the various readings will commend itself as original, and one will be compelled either to choose the reading that is judged to be the least unsatisfactory. So men are deciding, and they're choosing the least.
Let me read it. He's not reading it. Okay, but what he's going to say, the difficulty he's having here is it's difficult for Muslims to undertake criticism, because that has not been done to anyone. Nobody has done this to the Quran except now the Orientalists.
Be sincere to God.
We're now looking and asking what manuscript variants exist in the Quran.
Believe in one
And when
God.
you look at the earliest
There
Quran,
is only one
like
God.
the Topkapi and the Samarkand, look at the Samarkand. Over 100 manuscript variants. It's what they consider to be a Nuttonic recension.
Question.
Look at the Sana manuscript.
Question.
Found in 1975. Considered to be the oldest Quran in existence.
Question.
Over 1,000 manuscript variants. Now why do the Muslims not say
That's a
this?
lie. I can give him 10,000 pounds in this box.
See, it's a lie for the Muslims because they will not do their own research. They will not do their own research on their own
I
manuscripts.
will give him 10,000
But folks, look at Metzger. Metzger admits that there have been manuscript variants. Metzger admits that there have been scribal errors. Metzger admits that we have to look at the manuscripts and compare them. And what's the conclusion? The conclusion he comes to. The conclusion he comes to. The conclusion he comes to is that the Bible, the New Testament, 99.9% of it is correct. Now, why does he come to that conclusion?
That's not the conclusion.
Why does he come to that conclusion? Because we have done our homework. We have done our study. We know what is in the Bible. The Muslims do not know what is in the Quran.
I'm going to leave the class. Okay, this is none of the very reading.